Good morning, YTPC. Saw Gunner here from my lovely home in Tijuana, Baja California. I wanted to make a video yesterday, but I had a little mishap. Hence the bandages on my head. First things first, quick housekeeping. My ROP Canadian, and in it I'm smoking some Shelby Foote Mixture, which is what I wanted to discuss this morning. First things first. So yesterday I was here in my man cave, and I was sitting over at my desk in my computer chair. Well, I have allergies. I'm allergic to dust. And I had the window open by my desk, and a lot of dust was blowing in. And it can cause me to sneeze. And sometimes I'll have a sneezing attack where I'll like uncontrollably sneeze like 7 or 8 times in a row, just nonstop, uncontrollably. So yesterday I was, like I said, I was sitting at my desk and I felt a sneeze attack coming on. So I grabbed my Kleenex and I swiveled around in my chair. I brought up my Kleenex and man, I just started sneezing like crazy. I must have sneezed 7 or 8 times, nonstop. Now this has happened before. Like sometimes I'll sneeze so violently that I'm like, after I stop sneezing, I'm like momentarily stunned, for lack of a better word. So yesterday, after I, had my sneezing attack, I was momentarily like just stunned. And my computer chair has wheels on it. So I like leaned forward, and at the same time the chair went back, and I just fell forward. And I smacked my head right on the ceramic tile floor. Well, that brought me out of my stupor. I mean, I hit hard. I was kind of like knocked out for a moment. When I came to, I had like blood was just gushing out of my head. My glasses flew off and broke. Now I really need new glasses. So I pick myself up, go into the living room. My wife sees me, she starts crying. So she grabbed the first aid kit, cleaned me up, put bandages on. So I'm all right now, just got a little bump on the noggin. So yesterday I was just out of it. So I wanted to talk about, well, that was my Sunday. How was yours? I wanted to talk about Shelby Foote Mixture. You know, as many of you know, Shelby Foote's an author. He wrote his 3-work trilogy, the Civil War narrative, which I'm currently reading right now. And he was a pipe smoker. In fact, he favored the Canadian shape, which is why I'm smoking this on my Canadian. So basically, he had his own blend. He smoked Edward G. Robinson, but he felt that the blend was too finely cut, so he would mix in some half and half to kind of thicken it up a bit. So it was 2/3 Edward G. Robinson with 1/3 half and half. So because I'm a fan of Mr. Foote, I decided to try his tobacco blend. Now, I had tried Edward G. Robinson blend by itself before, and I liked it. It's really a smoky burley codger blend. Half and half, I don't care for it. I know it's an American classic, but for me, it just has like an artificial fruit taste that I don't care for. Well, I went ahead and mixed it together anyway, knowing that I don't like half and half. So I let it age for 30 days. And I gave it a try, and to me, it was not a good combination. It's like I took a perfectly good tin of Edward G. Robinson and ruined it. It was like Edward G. Robinson with the artificial fruity taste. Well, I didn't want to pitch it out, so I had a little bit of maybe like a 1/4 ounce of Kramer's Father Dempsey left over, so I threw that in there. Let that sit for a month. That toned down that fruitiness quite a bit. It's not bad. It's a codger. You get the burleys. I get a little bit of that fruitiness from the half and half, and then by adding Father Dempsey, it really upped the smokiness. But I don't think the current iteration of Edward G. Robinson is the same that Shelby Foote smoked. The company that originally produced Edward G. Robinson smoking mixture, they went out of business. And so now it's blended by Sutliff. Now, Sutliff's version, it's not a fine cut at all. It's a very rough, coarse cut. So you really don't need to add anything at all to it to thicken it up. It's plenty thick on its own. In fact, there's another YTPC presenter, Pipe Appeal. He makes these videos similar to Paladin Piper's Codger Hour, where he'll take an old school blend and he'll film it in black and white, and he'll put on some old like 1940s music. And he'll open up the tins and load up a pipe. Well, he had like an original tin of Edward G. Robinson, like the pre-Sutliff blend. And he opened the tin, and yeah, you could see it was a fine cut, and you could see the moisture on it. Nothing like what the current iteration looks like. So I can see where Shelby Foote would have to, feel that he needed to add a rougher cut of tobacco in there. Would I blend this again? I don't know. I think Edward G. Robinson is fine on its own. It doesn't need any help. But if I did mix it again, I would use something other than half and half. Anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I'm just taking it easy today, nursing this bump on the head. Oh well. All right, guys, well, you have a good day. Have a good a week. Looking forward to watching your videos and see what you're smoking. All right, guys, take care.